Good evening, student. Today my topic is electric potential due to a point charge. First of all, I'll discuss about what do you mean by electric potential. Electric potential means the amount of work needed to move a test charge from infinite to a specific point inside the electric field without an acceleration. Already I have discussed this one. Now that is revised to you. Okay, that means the amount of work needed to move a test charge from infinite to a specific point inside the electric field without an acceleration. तर अर्थला, if you consider a test charge which is placed at a point, that point which is at infinite. Now the test charge which is moving from infinite to a particular point, that is the specific point, some work done against by the electrostatic force. Due to work done, the charge moves very slowly. At that case, there is no acceleration is there. That means there is no kinetic energy is present. That means speed remains constant. That's why the force which is opposite to that of electrostatic force, so that the charge moves from infinite to a particular point. At that case, we represent mathematically V at a particular point which is equal to work done per test charge from infinite to that point by an external agent. So this is the external agent. So this is the definition of electric potential. Electric potential is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity because work done is also a scalar quantity. Unit, we know V equal to W by Q naught. That means W means Fs by Q naught. So F means Newton into meter divided by Coulomb. The unit of charge is Coulomb. So its unit is Newton meter per Coulomb. Clear? Dimension. You know V equal to W by Q naught. Here W means Fs divided by Q naught. That means Fs by Q means IT. Here the dimension formula of F equal to M1 L1 T minus 2, and the dimension formula of displacement is L1 divided by the dimension formula of current is ampere A1, and T is also capital T, A1 T1. So Coulomb, whose dimension formula can be represented as A1 T1. So here we write that M1 L2 T minus 3 A minus 1. So this is the dimension formula of what? Potential. Here the dimension formula of force is M1 L1 T minus 2, displacement is L1, current is A1, time is T1. So here you write M1 L2 T minus T, A minus 1 is the dimension formula of potential. Clear? Now we have to calculate electric potential due to a point charge. Let us consider a point charge. So this is the point charge which is placed at point A. So this is placed at point A, that is Q charge. Okay. Now we have to calculate electric potential at point P. So this is the point P. At that point P we have to calculate electric potential due to point charge, and the point P which is at a distance R from the point charge which is placed at point A. Clear? We know the electric potential at infinite, this is the infinite region, is 0. So that we assume a point N where test charge is present, and that N which is situated at a distance x from the point charge which is placed at A, and the test charge which moves through a small displacement along towards point P. That is the small displacement, that is dx. Here the test charge which is present at point N, that test charge experiences a force due to a source charge, the source charge which is positive in nature. So there is a force of repulsion, and that represents as a electrostatic force which is against the external force which is exerted on the test charge, so that the test charge move through a small displacement dx in opposite direction. Clear? So that is F electrostatic force is there. And that electrostatic force which is equal to external force. As we know that in before classes I'll discuss about work done. Work done always against the electrostatic force. That means the external force which is always against the electrostatic force in order to maintain the constant speed, so that it could not change their speed or its kinetic energy. That's why the test charge moves slowly towards point P. After that we have to calculate electric potential at that point P, where the test charge moves from infinite to point P. That represent total work done produced by the test charge while it moving from infinite to the point P. Clear? That magnitude of work done represent as electric potential. Here we write that we know that the potential at infinite is 0. So we assume a point N, that is the N, where a test charge plus Q naught which is present at that point. Okay, that point N is at a distance x from the source charge or point charge which is placed at point A. Clear? Now let a test charge moves toward the point P. So this is the test charge which moves toward the point P. This is the point P through a small displacement dx. So it produces a small work done dW. So it produces small work done dW. Okay. As we know that the electrostatic force F electrostatic experienced by the test charge due to point charge. So this is the test charge, that is also positive charge, and source charge, that is the point charge, which is also positive charge. That's why the test charge experience a force of electrostatic due to source charge, and which is moving radially outward along in that direction. The electrostatic force is opposite to that of external force, and that also that electrostatic force which is opposite to that of external force, so work done is also opposite to that of electrostatic force. So this is the electrostatic force, and there due to external force there is some work done, that work done which is opposite to that of electrostatic force. Okay, because in order to maintain the speed of the test charge, if we assume a force, that is external force, due to external force that test charge maintain their speed, so it could not create any acceleration. That means there is no change in kinetic energy. Clear? Here you write that. Thus there is no change in kinetic energy. Mathematically, external force which is nearly equal to electrostatic force. Clear? That means F external which is nearly equal to F electrostatic, but both are in opposite direction. So small work done produced by the test charge, so that the test charge moves small displacement dx. Mathematically, dW which is equal to F external into dx, both are in vector quantity. So this is the dot product of F external and dx. So this is the force exerted on the test charge, so that test charge moves in left side direction towards the point P. Okay, so that can be represented as dW which is equal to F external dot dx. Therefore the total work done produced by the test charge, where the test charge moves from infinite to that point P, is given by, here you write, that is integration of dW which is equal to integration of F external dot dx vector. Here the limit moves from infinity to point P, that point P which is situated at a distance r from the point A. So here the limit moves from infinity to r. At that case, at infinity there is no work done is present, that is zero work done. At point P total work done is there, that is 0 to W. As we know that F external which is nearly equal to F electrostatic, that's why here you write F external represented as F electrostatic. So infinity to r F electrostatic dot dx vector. Here F electrostatic and dx vector both are in opposite direction, so there is an angle between them is theta equal to 180 degree. So in magnitude form, infinity to r, integration from infinity to r, F electrostatic can be represented as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught divided by what? The total distance between them is x square, dot dx, sorry, into dx cos 180 degree, because the electrostatic force and the external force, that means work done, both are in opposite direction, so there is an angle between them is 180 degree. That implies, that means total work done can be represented as W. Okay, here 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q naught, all are constant quantity taken outside. So here you write 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q naught taken in outside, integration from infinity to r 1 by x square dx into cos 180 degree is represented as a minus 1. So here you write that minus q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, integration from infinity to r 1 by x square dx. Suppose आम जदि कंसीडर करिबा x to power n dx, तार जदि इंटीग्रेशन काढ़िबा तार हला x to power n which is added by 1 unit divided by the total addition, that is n plus 1. That means x whose power n adding by 1 unit and the total power which is divided that variable. So that is x to power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Here if you represent, for example, x to power 1 dx, so it can be represented x to power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that is x square by 2. Similarly 1 by x square dx whose integration can be represented as, if you represent x to power, that x to power 2 which is in denominator, now it can be represented in numerator, so it can be represent after integration x to power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. So here you write x to power minus 1 divided by minus 1, so minus into x to power minus 1, x to power minus 1 means 1 by x. So here you put that value of 1 by x square dx. Clear? So in that case minus q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here in that case the integration of 1 by x square dx can be represented as x to power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1, limit from infinite to r. Here minus q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught x to power minus 1 divided by minus 1, limit from infinite to r. So minus minus plus, so q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, x to power minus 1 means 1 by x from infinity to r, limit from infinite to r. So that can be represented q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here 1 by upper limit, that means 1 by r minus 1 by infinity, upper limit minus lower limits. So here you write q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r minus 1 by infinity means 0. So here you write 0. So total work done produced by the test charge while the test charge moves from infinite to point P is given by W equal to what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by r, that is infinite to point P. We know electric potential V at point P is equal to total work done by the external agent while the charge moves from infinite to that point P divided by test charge. That means electric potential is given by Vp equal to total breakdown by the external agent, that is external force, while the test charge moves from infinite to point P divided by test charge. So here you write Vp equal to, if you put the value of W external, that can be represented as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught by R. Here you write Vp equal to, in that case we will divide Q naught, so Q naught cancel out, so Vp equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So this is the potential at point P due to point charge. Here the potential which is inversely proportional to R. If the distance between point P to a point charge becomes increases, then the potential at that point P becomes decreases, because the potential at point P, which is always depends upon R. If it becomes increases, then potential becomes decreases. If it becomes decreases, the potential becomes increases. Clear? That is all about electric potential due to a point charge. Thank you.